Good evening, everyone. Aloha to our graduates, parents, family members, friends, members of our Board of Trustees, and members of our faculty, staff, and administration. Aloha also to those of you who can't be with us in person this evening and who are joining us online. As head of school, it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to Commencement 2023 for La Pietra Hawaii School for Girls. Okay. As I reflect on our graduates' time at our school, I remember many different stories. I remember Grace and Nina welcoming our student body on the first day of school this year, one of their first official acts as seniors and as student council officers. They repurposed a Lizzo song to include lyrics like "It's LP o'clock" and "School 30." And friends, let me tell you, it's been LP o'clock every day since. This class is a high-achieving class. And my goodness, do they achieve. As a testament to their high school achievements, collectively, they have earned over $1.2 million in merit scholarship offers from colleges. But the members of this class don't only achieve, they also contribute. They have served as peer leaders, as big sisters, as National Honor Society tutors, as daily snack sellers, as food and clothing drive organizers, and as school event planners, to name just a few examples. They have given their time, their effort, and their aloha in countless ways throughout the years, and each time they have made our school a better place to be. For that, seniors, thank you. Although this class is one of our smaller classes and always has been that way throughout their time at La Pietra, and although some of them have been with us since middle school and others have joined the class more recently, still, this class has always functioned as a sort of connecting link for all the students at our school. Their leadership as a senior class has been perhaps a bit understated, but in the best sense of that word. That is, gracefully so and not overbearing. They lead by example. When some of our younger students ask them what high school is like, they helpfully, calmly, reassuringly answer their questions. It is gratifying to witness some of these seniors whom I can remember as middle school students themselves, demonstrating that they know how to give back to others. It is interesting to note that as a collection of individuals, each member of this class is remarkably different from each other. In this class, we have artists and athletes. We have students who favor science and students who prefer literature. We have quiet personalities and a few that you might describe as slightly less quiet personalities. We have some students who have probably never broken a rule in their life, and some who in 8th grade staged a revolutionary coup to overthrow me as head of school. It started out as a class project. In a larger school or a larger class, it's likely that these different types of students would associate with each other in cliques and never even get to know others outside those groups. Yet in this school and in this class, everyone not only knows each other, but they seem to appreciate the bond they have of common experience so that they all get along. They respect each other. In this way, again, they lead by example, showing many different variations in what it means to be an outstanding La Pietra student. And they are, each in their own way, outstanding. To the class, you have each brought happiness to our campus in your time at our school. Through the laughter, the hard work, and yes, even occasionally the tears, you have added something to our school's culture that will remain well into the future. As to that future, all of us here at school wish you much joy and success throughout your lives. Although we will miss you, we know that you are ready to begin the next chapter. You are ready, and you will accomplish great things. We know that you will carry cherished memories of our school with you as you do so, and we look forward to hearing from you from time to time about all the wonderful lives that you will be building. We are proud of you. Now go get them. Thank you.
My name is Sabrina Cohan, and it is my great honor to deliver today's address as the Salutatorian of the class of 2023. I would like to welcome you all to La Pietra's graduation ceremony. La Pietra is a special place, as I'm sure many of you have realized just from walking through our beautiful campus. This tight-knit community of teachers, students, and administrators has nurtured us through the years, allowing us to become the people that we want to be. When I arrived at La Pietra, I was a nervous, scared sophomore with a passion for learning, but no idea how to utilize it. My first day on campus, I was terrified that I would have no one to eat lunch with. Thankfully, I did find a lunch table, and with it, lifelong friends. I stand here now as a confident young woman who believes in herself and her abilities. I know that my classmates have similar stories, as the gifts that La Pietra has given us are things that we all share. Whether we began at La Pietra in 6th grade or junior year, we have found acceptance and belonging here, the importance of which cannot be underestimated. I am proud to call myself a member of this class of intelligent, motivated, determined young people who still find the time to be kind to one another and help each other out. I can always find someone to rant to about the current book I'm reading, or commiserate with about a particularly difficult calculus problem, or get a hug from when I'm having a bad day. I will dearly miss being a part of this class and school, but I am excited for all that the future has in store for us. All of us will be leaving La Pietra with the knowledge and skills that we need to succeed in college and beyond, and I have complete faith that we will all achieve great things. However, none of us could have gotten to this point alone. We all have people in our lives who have supported us, and without whom we would not be standing before you today. I would like to share messages from the entire class, thanking these special people for being here, whether it be physically or just in spirit, and acknowledging all that they have done for us up to this point. Kierra would like to thank her mom for packing her lunch every day. Nina would like to thank her mom for giving her a great, free, private education. Mehana would like to thank her parents for still driving her to school, even though she's 18. Ava would like to thank her grandfather and her aunt, Sue Damon, for paying her tuition. Lauren would like to thank her family for brightening her up every day and giving her reminders when she forgets things. Jade would like to thank her sister, Kaya, for editing all of her essays. Esther would like to thank her parents for being her morning wake-up call. Grace would like to thank Mr. Mip, who I only learned after she told me to put it in this speech, was a pet turtle that died. He got run over by a car. I had to find that out like 3 days ago. Morgan would like to thank Laura, Joe, Nani, and Dude for being so supportive, and Kookie for graciously sharing her home. Mai would like to thank her parents for letting her move from Switzerland to Hawaii. Evalynn would like to welcome her family with a special thank you to her Abu and her mom. And I would like to thank my mom for buying me all the sweaters I could possibly want, and my dad for letting me teach him the wonders of Taylor Swift. I would also like to welcome and acknowledge our senior advisors for sticking with us through all of our anxieties and breakdowns. Senior year is a stressful time, especially leading up to this day, and the assistance and support of our advisors has been invaluable. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Ramos, Dr. Harbottle, and Mr. Roosevelt, whose support and belief in us has been indispensable. We deeply appreciate everything that our advisors have done for us. So to the senior class advisors, welcome to the ceremony. And to the entire La Pietra community, many of whom are here today, we welcome you as well. La Pietra is a place where teachers, students, administrators, staff, and parents work together to shape a wonderful, inclusive environment for all of us. And I mean it when I say I never truly felt like I fit in anywhere until I came to La Pietra and found a place where I could be myself without being silenced or told to make myself smaller. All my life, I have had teachers who have told me to put my hand down so that other students can learn too, Sabrina. That still happens here, as I do tend to talk quite a bit. But my teachers at La Pietra, unlike anywhere else I have attended, are willing to make time for my questions and make sure that I'm still getting the most out of my education, even if it means staying after class for extra discussion. I cannot overstate the value of that community, the very same that is being demonstrated here today. La Pietra carefully fosters that community in many ways, and some of my best memories here have been of mentoring younger students and showing them the power of togetherness and compassion, whether that be through the Big and Little Sister program or middle school camp. Community is our greatest strength, and I extend our sincerest gratitude to all the members of the La Pietra community who are gathered here today. To everyone in attendance, thank you so much for being here, for supporting us, and for believing in our potential. On behalf of the entire class of 2023, welcome to the ceremony.
Laurie Garrett Callies, a 1970 alumna of Hawaii School for Girls, or HSG, as it was commonly called, has been involved with the school for more than 4 decades. She was among the first students to enroll in our school when its doors opened at Central Union Church in September of 1964, and her class was among the first group of students on our campus here. Laurie has played many roles at La Pietra since graduating. She has been a substitute music teacher, a peer leader, advancement director, alumni coordinator, alumni association president, hoopla chair, all-school reunion chair, and trustee. For her volunteer work at La Pietra, Laurie was recognized as a volunteer in philanthropy by the Association of Fundraising Professionals, Aloha Chapter, 2003. In addition to her involvement with La Pietra, Laurie has served as a teacher at and director of Unity Preschool for more than 12 years. She has also served on the boards of Holy Nativity School, Unity Church of Hawaii, and Diamond Head Theater. She was a member of Punahou School's Entrepreneur in Residence program and a commissioner for the City and County of Honolulu's Commission on Culture and the Arts. Additionally, Laurie was the facility manager and program coordinator at the Hawaii Children's Museum and owned Creative Concepts, a special events consulting business that specialized in innovative fundraising ideas for nonprofits. Laurie has a son and 3 grandchildren, and her husband, a recently retired William S. Richardson School of Law professor, David Callies, is now a proud La Pietra trustee. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our alumna guest speaker, Ms. Laurie Garrett Callies.
So, I have to ask you a question. I am so curious. In 2018, Kelly Banks Hohen, who was a 75 graduate, was the commencement speaker. And her closing remark, she said, I sat there at graduation and I wanted to be commencement speaker. I'm like, oh my gosh. So are there any among you who would like to be the commencement speaker one day? I mean, seriously, raise your hands. Oh, come on. No? Okay. Well, yeah, Sabrina, okay. I knew there would be someone there. But if you had told me 53 years ago that I was going to be a commencement speaker here, I would have said you were all nuts. I mean, like crazy. I think my parents would have agreed with that because my academic performance here was not stellar. I was more into the social skills and building those than I was the intellect. And I frequently opted for the unconventional approaches to achieve my goals, all within good reason. And this unconventional inclination permeates my character to this day, which you will soon discover at the end of my remarks here. So alliterations, I've got one for you today that's great. This is my speech today. It's about sweet spots, sisters, and selflessness. Now, this is nothing new for you. I'm sure you've heard it many, many times, but I would like to tell you the story from my perspective about how La Pietra influenced my life. So my most important lesson here at La Pietra was that it was okay to be unconventional. I am that. It is okay to be unique. I am that. And at La Pietra, I learned that the founding head of our school, Joe Pinchon, called it the sweet spot. And that little niche that says, me, that eventually led me to who I am today, my place in the world. Mr. Pinchon knew each of us personally and crafted a curriculum based on individual learning styles. And if you had no idea if you had a sweet spot, he was determined to find it. I think just like they do here now, right? They dig and they find it for you. So he inspired and cultivated a love of lifelong learning and the importance of giving back in any way possible, where sharing your talents, donating our time, or giving from our pocketbooks if and when we were able. It was then, as it is now, this concept of kahiao. So I happened to go on Instagram today because I'm a cool grandmother. I know how to at least get on it. The first word that I saw, the first post, was kahiao. So I knew I was on the right track today. It is that of selfless giving that remains at the heart of the school's educational philosophy. And I know from the moment that you walked into this school, that was what you learned, the gift of selfless giving. And Sabrina, I believe you were the recipient, is that correct, of the Alice Guild Kahiao Award this year. Congratulations. And you also received a painting from Michael Powell, one of the premier artists in Hawaii. So congratulations. Yeah. So here I discovered that arts was my sweet spot. Here, music became and still is one of my greatest passions. Singing complex Baroque choral music in the a cappella select choir and studying music theory here served me well when I stepped in for a semester as a music teacher. And I have to say this passion of mine is still evident today because you are the culprit, Mr. Ramos, and I believe maybe 2 choir members here. Were there 2 choir members that sang at the spring concert? This is what I did the whole time. I cried the whole time. It was absolutely stellar. Our girls, so proud to see them, I'm going to do it again, in the St. Andrew's Cathedral singing their hearts out. It was something else. But it was years later as an adult here also at La Pietra that I found my true calling by combining my love of photography with the art of hand coloring black and white photographs, a technique that I learned here at La Pietra through veteran instructor Annie Rogers. This is where I discovered the passion that would drive me, my career in the next 3 decades. I opened a studio that specialized in hand-colored photographs of children. Later, I co-founded a nonprofit that provided photographic internships for underserved youth in Hawaii, where many La Pietra students served as student volunteers during the summer. And this is what is so great about this school. You come here and they help. Not only that, but we had staff, faculty members that would come to our exhibit openings for these children. We had trustees who would help, and I have to say that many of my sisters that went to school here collectively donated tens of thousands of dollars towards the success of our program. Even a trustee who has helped us financially. It goes on and on and on. And I feel so fortunate that thanks to a very generous financial aid package, I was able to attend a school where students were encouraged to find their sweet spots. And I love that when I met some of the students of several weeks ago, I said to them, what is your favorite thing about La Pietra? And this is what they said. The small classes enabled me to get to know my teachers and for the teachers to get to know me. They inspired me, they support me, they guide me. I'm finding my purpose here at La Pietra because of them. So I think for the faculty, that is a round of applause for all of you who have really inspired these students this year. I mean, really, I don't know how many other alums are here watching from afar, but aren't we the lucky ones to have landed here? I mean, really, this is a pretty cool place to be. So it's the sisterhood, too, that's so important, and you all know that. You feel it, and it's likely that you will keep this sisterhood with you forever. You are now valued and a respected addition to our extended sisterhood, and you've heard how important the sisterhood is for me as well, and I hope that, as they've done for me, the bonds you have formed with your classmates will be with you for the rest of your lives. I mean, really lean into each other, support each other, and celebrate each other. If you keep this sisterhood community strong, your contributions of youthful intellect and wisdom now and in the future will help expand and sustain our collective achievements, not only here at the school, but beyond. So during the pandemic, a group of us got together, a small eclectic group of La Pietra women got together from varying classes, and we met regularly on Zoom. And, you know, we were there to support each other through this time. And jokingly, because of our school colors, we called ourselves the Cerulean Sisters. And we were there to support each other, to have fun. We did support each other in causes, both local and national, that we hoped had an impact. And we also applauded each other's accomplishments and offered solace when there were occasional defeats. I have a feeling all of you are going to do that with each other. You're a close group. One cause the Cerulean Sisters will be supporting this year is you. So this fall, we are going to revive our Sisters Who Care campaign so that when winter approaches and a yearning for the island grips your soul, each of you will receive a care package from us as a reminder that we are here for you and that we care. You are one of us. Okay. And even if you remain in the islands, we're not going to forget you. We got you covered. One thing that you have to do, though, is please make sure that you keep the alumni office in the loop of your college addresses, because we have to send these packages to you. So we want to make sure we get them to you in the right way. Okay, so we've talked about the sweet spots in the sisterhood. Now I want to leave a few thoughts on selflessness. So my mother was a single working mother with 2 daughters. Even though the La Pietra tuition in 1964 was, okay, parents, you're really going to have to grip onto this one, $890 plus $35 for books. My mom could not afford that. But thank goodness there were people who could, and they did, and they made it possible for me to attend La Pietra. These generous, selfless donors and the school invested in me. They took a chance that I could and would find my purpose. And for most of the time, my life has revolved around La Pietra and my alma mater. I believe strongly in its purpose and its mission. This is why my husband and I both served on the La Pietra board and support the school financially. To say this school has defined me is an understatement. For those of you maybe not keeping track, yes, I've been a student, a financial aid recipient, but also a teacher, an adult learner, a board member, fundraiser, volunteer, and an oh-so-grateful donor, all at La Pietra. The only role I haven't played is that of a parent, and that is because I have a son. So you likely won't remember me years from now who your commencement speaker was, and that's okay because I have no idea who mine was. I don't remember anything they said, so I apologize if that person's still alive today. I don't know. But I love this quote from Maya Angelou, and I'm going to repeat it because it is about this here. I've learned that people will forget you. People will forget what you did. but people will never forget how you made them feel. Now, I personally might not make you feel anything at all, but I hope the events of today will. Now, this is where things get a little unconventional, as my approach to things in this graduation today. This year, my husband, who is sitting in the front row here, David Callies, and I would like to make an unconventional investment in each of you directly, all 12 of you. This is a symbolic gesture that represents the power of your dreams, the strength of your determination, and the depth of your compassion. This gift has no strings attached. You can go buy a bikini, you can go take your parents, you can do whatever you want with this gift. But what I do hope is that someday when you're in a position to do so, that you will pay this gesture of kahihau forward. So I hope you remember this feeling, your lei, these people, times together with your classmates, your Kauai trip. I heard that was pretty cool, yeah? Your family and friends who are out here waiting to give you leis and celebrate your accomplishments. These feelings will always bring you back here, as it has done for me time and time and time again. And I can't remember which of you said this, but when we met several weeks ago, please raise your hand because I do want to acknowledge you for this. You said that for you, La Pietra is like coming home. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So I'm home. I don't think they'll ever get rid of me, but I do want to say that you are a group of dynamic young women who I can say without hesitation are certainly women of purpose, and without a doubt, women on purpose. While this class of 23 might be small, you are a mighty bunch and will undoubtedly pack a powerful punch. I'm certain you are bound for an abundance of great things. So, I'm going to give you these gifts. Dr. Watson is going to pass them out, and you may open them. Yep. Inside each of your cards also is a affirmation card or an empowerment card for you, and I've not labeled any of these, so please know that that is your gift. And please make sure that you give those to your parents and do not lose them, okay? You're welcome. During these times of uncertainty, just remember to come back home here. La Pietra gave you the confidence to succeed, the confidence to achieve, the character with which to stand in grace and honor, and the compassion to care. I don't know if I'm going to make it through this. You are now selfless, self-aware, La Pietra sisters on a mission. You no longer are considered girls of La Pietra, but now women of La Pietra. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jade Heimowitz, and I've been president of the class of 2023 for 5 years now. I guess no one was brave enough to kick me out. I am thrilled to be standing here today and to tell my classmates, we made it! So I'd like to say thank you to all the families, friends, teachers, administrators, and other guests for joining us today to celebrate. I've been thinking about this speech for a while now, since the beginning of the year, when our little whiteboard marking the countdown to graduation was still in the triple digits. But even then, I knew that today would be a day for appreciation. So on behalf of the class of 2023, I would like to express my gratitude to everyone that has supported us throughout the years. Teachers, thank you for the plethora of skills you have taught us. From finding derivatives to how and when to use a semicolon, to dissecting sharks and frogs, and more importantly, how not to breathe in through our noses while dissecting those sharks and frogs. You have taught us about our past, our present, and helped us to get a glimpse of our future. So thank you for listening to our curiosities and caring for us both as students and individuals. Families, thank you for all the support, the love, the words of encouragement, and quite literally everything you have done for us over these past few years. All the things that have nurtured us to grow into the individuals that stand here today. Thank you for participating in Lunch by Moms and Dads, showing up to sports meets, listening to us complain about AP classes, and all of the other things you do for all of us, big and small. Lastly, a special thank you from me to you, my 11 classmates here with me today. Together, we have learned so much. We've won multiple school competitions, including the Penny Drive and Spirit Week. We've done thousands of check-ins during Hui time. We've played hide and seek in complete and utter darkness on Kauai during our senior trip. We have laughed, cried, been overly stressed together, but have still maintained our group chat since the 6th grade, which we named Helpful People. I would like to thank each and every one of you for making my time as president fun. Thank you for making me into the person and friend that I am today. Whew. Okay. Okay. Oh my God.
You got it. You got it.
Okay. No, I'm good. Well, I'm sad. Oh my God, okay. Okay, well, I'm sad that our time at La Pietra has reached its end. I'm excited to see all of you shine in the next stages of your lives as you all go on to pursue incredible things. I would like to take a moment to say what I appreciate about each and every one of you. Kierra, thank you for being my parking lot neighbor and walking into school with me every day. Nina, thank you for co-leading numerous different clubs and committees with me. Mehana, thank you for keeping our spirits high and getting us all excited about college. Sabrina, thank you for being a walking Google, for knowing the most random and detailed facts. Ava, thank you for guiding us all through hula practice because I don't think any of us can do it with as much ease as you. Lauren, thank you for knowing the schedule and keeping us all on track. Esther, thank you for keeping me on my toes, not knowing if you were just running late to class or actually in Miami golfing. Grace, thank you for letting me play with your hair because that's how I learned how to French braid. Morgan, thank you for being a great peer leader partner and for helping to create the best cheer and parody of Party in the USA. Mayara, thank you for quite literally being the only reason I made it out of AP Calc alive. And Eva, thank you for always making me laugh and for embracing your love for cheese, even though you're lactose intolerant. Together, we have done amazing things. And I know that when we leave here, we will continue to do so. My hope for all of us is that we always make bold choices in life. And when we make mistakes, I hope we learn from them, readjust our approach, and try again. Or, as Mr. Roosevelt would say, blunder boldly. Thank you.
Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile, but then if you're so smart, tell me why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. You know that when the truth is told that you can get what you want or you can just get old, you're gonna kick not be everything you want to be before your time. Although it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. Well, too bad, but it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You got your passion, you got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you crazy child, and take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while. It's alright, you can afford to lose a day or two. Why don't you realize Vienna waits for you? And you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You gotta kick off before you even get halfway through. Why don't you realize Vienna waits for you? When will you realize Vienna waits for you?
Good evening. It's an honor to be the valedictorian of the class of 2023. Although it's rewarding to be standing here today, it wouldn't be possible without many people. I want to thank those who built a foundation under me and those who have loved and supported me. Thank you to my parents for allowing me to reach the stars that I aimed for. Mom. For when I was a little girl and you sat me on the bathroom counter. Just in case. And brushed my teeth as I was half asleep. And Dad, for always being my biggest cheerleader in whatever adventures I pursue, but definitely not louder than Mom. And Matt, for being my idol. I always dream of being just like you. Also to those who helped to nurture our class. Each teacher believed in us and took extra time during lunch or after school to push our knowledge. The staff and faculty established the best education environment for us to succeed in. And to advisors, Dr. Harbottle, Mr. Ramos, and Mr. Roosevelt, for guiding us down the right path in the unnerving era of college applications. This concluding speech on behalf of the class of 2023 will start in the past. One day, I was sitting around looking at my hands. I noticed right here a small, dark spot on the inside of my pinky finger. I wondered, had I recently played with a Sharpie or ran in the dirt? But no, it wouldn't smudge off as I tried to rub. I hurriedly ran to my mom. Mom, what is this? Then I learned. It was a beauty mark. Beauty marks are clusters of melanocytes, dark pigments on our skin. Most of our beauty marks are made in childhood, and rarely in adulthood. My mom also told me that I should measure it so that I could record the width or height changes. Like many young children, I didn't listen. However, I tried to envision my beauty mark as a girl, and I compare it to its current size. It's barely changed. In fact, I can't remember any beauty marks I had as a child that aren't on my skin today. I have a few clusters of them around my eyes, and one situated right by my heart. Some are larger than others, some are older. But they all have their permanent places on my complexion. When I look in the when I look in the mirror, not my beauty mark, I see my beauty marks. I think of them as marks on my identity that influence my life. The first thing people notice about me, other than my complexion, I hope, is my values, represented by each one of my beauty marks. Of the 8 billion people that grace this planet, each of us has a specific configuration of beauty marks, or our values. Each of my classmates holds a different configuration of these values that make their identity unique. Values parallel the fabrication of our beauty marks because they too are formed in childhood. I can't pinpoint the exact moment that constructed each value, but each of my experiences in childhood contributed to the molding of such values. Although I still learn things every day, the foremost values that lead me to make decisions were made in my childhood. The mark on my pinky is the value of challenge, whose location on my hands resembles my love to take challenges hands-on. The beauty mark I wear right above my heart is my family. This value is coincidentally a value that I hold close to my heart. Each one of you individuals that sit here by my side have that one beauty mark that gives you guidance when you feel helpless. I think I can speak for everyone here that we have this bittersweet taste in our mouths. When we were in 6th grade, we dreamt of this day to come, which was perceived to be centuries away. That bitter taste comes from leaving a second home. But the sweet is that we're about to graduate. We are almost all adults, but our class has overcome one step in a person's coming-of-age narrative, the dreaded teenager stage. Now we embark on a new chapter in our lives, college and what comes after that as well. I am no psychic, but I know that I have confidence in each one of us. With each decision, we will have to suffer the consequences, but hopefully reap the benefits. To my fellow graduates, you all have cheerleaders who have supported you up to this moment, including me, your family, and friends. We are excited to cheer you on in your next adventure. Find comfort in this new chapter because your values are strong and beneficial and have carried you to this point. Know that the one beauty mark that has always been your favorite is your guide to your happiness. Thank you.
Having our student speakers been wonderful. Yes. Each year at our graduation, we bestow 3 school awards in recognition of our students' contributions throughout their time here at La Pietra. The recipients of these awards are kept secret until this very moment in the graduation ceremony. First up is the Joseph H. Pinchon Headmaster's Award. This award goes to the senior whose years at La Pietra have been marked by significant personal contributions to the life of the school and to service to others. It is named in honor of the founding headmaster of our school, who himself abundantly gave to others and imbued the school with a caring spirit. This year, we are proud to present the Joseph H. Pinchon Headmaster's Award to Nina Jade Batacan. Next up is the Barbara Cox Anthony Scholar Athlete Award. This award is named for one of our school's founders, and it recognizes the senior who demonstrates athletic excellence as well as high academic achievement, and who has participated in several community service activities. We are proud to present the Barbara Cox Anthony Scholar Athlete Award to, once again, Nina Jade Batacan. That is coincidence, but she certainly has earned both. And finally, the Lorraine Day Cook Founders Prize. Also named for one of our school's founders, this award is presented to the senior who has combined high academic standing, extracurricular achievements, and outstanding citizenship. The Lorraine Day Cook Founders Prize is proudly awarded to Sabrina Cohan.
Aloha, everyone. My classmates and I would like to say mahalo to Kumu Pi'ilani for coming to campus and teaching us our hula throughout the year. Without her dedication and support, our performance wouldn't have been possible. The hula that we'll be performing today is Mele Ohana, sung by Keali'i Raichel. It speaks about thanking your ohana and expressing your gratitude for all they have done. Today, we are here to do the same. To all our ohana, thank you for all the sacrifices, support, and love you've shown us over the years. We hope you enjoy it.
Ke hapai nei ka leo I ku ohana Na ke aloha e kau ka leo I ku poli Nau ku makana aloha e Ke iai na e pula mamai I loko ku Na ke akua e malamau E aku aloha ia oko I lift my voice up to my family whose love I wear upon my chest. This This is my gift of love for you, from this land that has nurtured me, 'cause it remains here in my heart, cared forever by God.
Aloha, I'm Russell Gifford, the Chair of the Board of Trustees, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to congratulate you and wish you all the best to the class of 2023. I don't have a big role here, but I have to say that I was touched, and that was lovely. The emotion displayed by our speakers and you, that's why we are trustees, to have that type of an impact. And Laurie, you mentioned it in your speech about crying, so maybe you started the whole thing.
Cry at parades.
I hereby accept the recommendation of Dr. Watson, our head of school, and Ms. Grems, our Dean of Academics, there she is, who verify that the students here tonight have met all requirements for graduation. Therefore, the Board of Trustees recommends that the members of the class now be awarded their diplomas, signifying their graduation from La Pietra, Hawaii School for Girls. At this time, I'd like to ask Ms. Grems to join me and Dr. Watson in conferring the diplomas.
Aloha. Our first graduate is not able to be with us this evening. Grace e Ku'uanela Kamakana Ali'i Kane. Evalynn Nadine Trevino. Sabrina Love Cohan. Nina Jade Coloma Batacan. Kierra Akima. Evalynn Kai Kamahine Makamai Pu'uvai Enos. Morgan Josephine Schneider. Lauren Kathleen Gillespie. Jade Alexa Heimowitz. Esther Hannah Yun Jung. Mehana Byrne. Mayara Schürer.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present to you the La Pietra High School for Girls class of 2023.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time.